Sanford Stadium in Athens. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with Oklahoma's head coach before the game. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He'll pull it down. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these two top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
And the Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Finding open areas. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
The Sooners come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Stepping to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Convert that third down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, you've watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
And the Sooners are marching down the field. From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's not a surprise who made that play. And this is just the opening drive, but we're going to hear his name a lot. He flies all over the field, shows up in the run, shows up in the pass. Big-time playmaking linebacker that every time you turn on the tape, you see him flying around.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Could not make his way to the corner.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
The Sooners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Harris. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And offensively, man, they just keep finding him time and time again, and he's making plays. And if I'm the defense, I got to do something different. Like, I got to put a safety over the top. I got to double cover him. I got to do something because right now this rhythm and this timing is on another level.
The Sooners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They just keep firing. A shot toward the end zone. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. To the air, it's Mateer. Floating away. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And I see what the quarterback saw. He saw man-to-man coverage on the outside. Give my guy a chance to win. But the DB won. Great job staying glued to the wide receiver, seeing the ball when it's coming, and batting it down.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Just feeds the running back. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy.
Here's a little room there. The 30, the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason, too. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Mateer. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Now the play fake. Extending the play. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
They could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. To the air on first down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Oh, he's got some space. A gargantuan play by this offense, and the defense reeling as we come to the end of the first quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Keeps it and gets the first down. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Dropping back, it's Stockton. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Dogs!
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his third receiving touchdown. He only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. On the run, fires downfield. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, just wear you out.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. A run to the quarterback. Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
Oh, those are those where you're just looking at your hands. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play, break on the football. That could have been a house call. That could have been a game changer, but just couldn't secure the interception.
Hauls it in, looking for space. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Toss sweep, trying to get it outside to the right. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes anywhere.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Quarterback got it himself. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down and 5 after the penalty. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Caught in the backfield. It's Humphries. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The Dogs look to keep this drive humming. On the ground with the counter. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. To the air on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Frazier. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he's finally stopped. A huge pickup on the play, and what a way to carry things into the 2-minute timeout. And the Dogs with the 1st and 10. To the air. It's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Picked off to stop the threat. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got a man, it's Harris. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Harris. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He goes right back to the air, buying some time. Picked off.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Off play action. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Fires on the move. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Moving out to the right. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Escapes the pressure going right. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football. But the relentless chase, I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Back to pass, it's Stockton. Quickly complete. There he goes. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Pulls it in with one hand. Timeout on the field, and that's the 2nd call by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
The run inside. It's Phillips. Good pickup on that one. They will stop him short of the line to gain, and now we'll see what they do on 4th down from the 17. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the closing moments of the 1st half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 8 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Hurricanes getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
That's a bit of a gut punch for the offense because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. The defense set them up with a turnover and now to try to cash it in. Looking downfield on first down. Got it. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Takes it from the gun on third down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And this one is perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that?
Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. They'll run play action. Quick strike complete. No chance to run, but still a good gain. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. There's some room. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Great job by the back on the option. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, a good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. For this Sooner offense to go back to work. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time. Turning it on! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack.
It's a fumble on the play. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble. Well, after the quarterback put the ball on the deck, he went into damage control mode and was able to get back on top of it.
Yeah, he's really lucky. And you remember, quarterbacks, they're not practicing the same ball security as running backs are, per se, each and every week in practice, but that's no excuse. That quarterback has got to do a better job holding on to the rock.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. Got it set up on the outside. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out in the back, find some space to go to work?
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. They'll move the tight end. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes a catch. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. The great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Gonna look downfield again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mateer. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. He splits the uprights. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Frazier again. All the way out across the 45-yard line, marking out of bounds at the 46. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Quick release by the QB. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Here's a give to Frazier.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Frazier again. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Handoff, Frazier running left. There's a crease. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And the pummeling has started. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated.
Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
To the air, it's Mateer. He lobs one high down the left side. Goes high to pull it in. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Sooners headed quickly to the line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And back to the air on second down. He's lucky that was a linebacker, not great hands. It's incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Quickly complete.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Wideout trying to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Big fella moving. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Sooners! They'll line up to go for 2. He's looking to throw. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Number 29, set to kick off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Tight end now in motion. They want that clock to run. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Caught, and he's got room. Oh, he got loose. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Handoff for Frazier. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get...
Maybe some room here. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And that decision will be questioned for a while.